You have to be smart. I know people say you don't play with emotion, but I think the opposite. Football's an emotional game. You've got to plug into that. From the Coventry point of view, yeah, you got to get the balance right, have a go, but stay in the game. But from United's point of view, they're playing a championship team. They've got better quality. They've got better players. Show it. Yeah. Show it on the pitch. That's what the game's about. All this is lovely and everyone's singing, but you want them crying in about a half an hour when you're 2-0 up.
Don't go to Roy Keane if you want a fairy tale, no.
And this is it, in a big... A Manchester United manager's job is determined to dent the rep. Casemiro playing alongside Maguire in the heart of defence. Cup winner with Arsenal. Lee Dixon is here. Coventry will want to avoid that fate. Switched out to Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho going on the outside, and it's steered behind by Bobby Thomas, and out for the first corner of the game. Yeah, came with two recent performances. Here's Garnacho trying to get in behind that back five and almost doing so, but I think he just miskicked it.
What an opportunity that is. Really good ball. Pinged out to that.
Finds O'Hare and then continues his run. Wan-Bissaka had to be centred towards Ellis Sims and beats Eccles. Well to steal it. And it's away very quickly by Liam Kitchen. Fernandez. Away by Latibodiere. Turn, and that allowed Garnacho to come back and win it. Latibodiere with another strong, robust challenge. From defence, that might be the way of doing it. Rashford's in behind here, and he's missed the target. It was a terrific ball from Casemiro. Rashford couldn't make the most of it.
He's asking for a corner. He should be walking back to the halfway line having scored. He's onside, it's a brilliant ball. Layback just gets underneath it and he gets so close. His first touch just takes it too far away from him, gets too...
Box it, and now it's Højlund. Oh, and it took a deflection, it could have gone anywhere. Latibodiere put it out for a corner. Manchester United just upping the tempo a little bit. Well, he's got O'Hare waiting in the centre, and it was across the... And he sent that right away to Alejandro Garnacho. And you could see what they were trying to do.
Fernandez having done his part. Wasn't too pleased with the finish.
Now, here is Diego Dallo in towards Scott McTominay. The man who opened the scoring for Manchester United in the quarter-final opens the scoring for them again, this time in the semi-final at Wembley. Well, goals were certainly at a premium earlier in the season, but he's been a support arriving late with O'Hare. The tackle was up the tempo, quickened the play, Manchester United. The Argentine sees it up for Højlund. It's a joke. Just trying to tease that into a
control at the moment, United.
It's a little bit scruffy from Manchester United, and that's going to be a free kick. McTominay, the guilty party.
A bit sloppy on the edge of the box to win this free kick.
It's going to be Bidwell to bend it in. Here is Garnacho chasing Brad Collins, has come a long way.
And it didn't go. The back line of United.
Aaron Carney saying it as well. The real man
this season.
Here's O'Hare trying to... bounding forward with Kitchen, the centre-back. Tries Wan-Bissaka. He's turned it into the centre and Sims couldn't convert what was a golden chance. It was excellent defensive work by Dallo, I think, which denied him in the end. Rashford with a little deflected cross between two players into Rashford. He's got it eventually. By waiting in the centre. And this is Rashford arriving, and he pulls a save out of Bradley Collins, which was vital. Brilliant reaction stop from Brad Collins.
Absolutely brilliant. He catches it as well. And you have to say, it's probably one he should save. If he lets that in, then there's a little bit of criticism.
Ball over the top for Wright. 1 minute of added time at the end of the first 45. Here's Maguire! On the stroke of half-time, Manchester United take a 2-goal lead. Unmarked, unwatched. Harry Maguire steals in to score a headed goal, which gives Mark Robins a mountain to climb.
Oh, it's a disaster. Unmarked. I think it's Sims who's got him, and he just gets left behind. Maguire using his experience, just pushing.
United who lead by 2-0. The players will want to as well in this second half, Lee Dixon. Keeping the move alive. Fernandez with the bender. Almost dipped right in at the far corner. He has been on the score sheet more often than not recently, and almost was again.
Definitely have Collins interested. You can see his desperate dive, and he's having a look at this over his left shoulder. And that's he.
Latabodier trying to steer that back in. Fernandez got it instead. And there's a gap at the far. Held up by Sheep. It's away from him, and then he's dragged to the floor by him. And it's going to be a free kick just outside the penalty area for Manchester United. Sets it back for Marcus Rashford to strike. Hit Sims, actually right on the far side in a bit of space, and the effort in the end was shoveled goalwards by Sheep. Bobby Thomas trying to get across, Garner at the other end, producing a cross, and it might come all the way through, and almost did. Wan-Bissaka just about getting in front of Van Eyck.
Well, that's what you should do as a fullback. You've got to be in that position, far post.
Van Eyck looking for Sim. Many of them will have seen their side lose or at home. Rashford dispossessed by Latabodier. Fernandez has won it back again, and he has scored again. And that goal from the captain should ensure that on Cup final day, Wembley Way becomes Mancunian Way. It's a commanding lead now.
Well, that's the difference. Here's a break. Coventry have had the odd break here and there, but just look at the quality on the ball. When the ball comes to Fernandez, just look at the difference in the quality.
At the far post, out muscled by Maguire, and then Hero with the header, comes back to Garnacho, and then Maguire steers it over the top. Trying to get the cross in, it takes a deflection, and that's going to go out for a corner, and there was a moment where Andre Onana just had a little panic. Heading in the centre, wasn't the best of deliveries. Sparks, Alejandro Garnacho. In towards O'Hare. Navike's cross. Went into O'Hare. Tavares. Right at the far post. It's Ellis Sims! Coventry back in it! His 19th of the season, his 7th in this competition. Gives those Coventry City fans a bit of hope with 20 to go.
Well, that's what he's all about. He very rarely goes running into the channels. He stays in the middle of the goal. And that's where Coventry need him, and it's a really good ball in. Tavares out of his feet, in an area. It's a little bit behind him.
And he's still kept hold of it. It's an easy catch for Brad Collins, and there's a bit of space for him to try and launch the ball forward too. Towards Sims and Maguire. Maguire gets there first. The noise is